Bring up the chats. There are multiple, as I am live on YouTube as well. Allegedly. No one ever goes in there. Ever. It's like it's cursed or something. 66k to go. Which ain't bad, actually. What is the radar on this guy, actually? Because I think that's the same one on the AMX. It's on the AMX. Nope, it is, oh no, I have to go there. DRVC1A. DRVC1A. It is a very good radar, actually. Is it the same one here? No, this is a drastically upgraded one, probably. But it does have a real turret. Why does it have a real turret? Why bother? I am curious to see if the IRST works with the missiles. So, as we all know, I am an IRST fanboy. Or an IRST enjoyer, depending on your perspective.
À vos véhicules! Préparez-vous. Pilote prêt. Tireur prêt. Chargeur prêt.
Ah! That is the wrong direction. Hey, thanks for following. I appreciate it. Based on your name, I may not appreciate what is to come. It's gonna be rough, I am guessing.
Attention to the map. Attention to the map. Recon reports enemy On est touché. Haute vitesse hors service. Incendie.
Yeah. Literally cut them in half. Overpopulation is a myth used to justify freaking migration of Africans. Don't look into that. Don't look into that. Don't look into that. I'm telling you. Take my word for it. You will get put on a list. But as for what could go wrong, there's already an insane number of an insane amount of cannibalism in Nigeria. Well, I did say something about that a couple streams ago. If you don't mind me testing your memory. This is abysmal. For what? Oh.
Équipage à son poste. On se prépare. Pilote prêt. Tireur prêt. Chargeur prêt.
20 gigabyte update. I guess that's what happened to that game.
On est touché.
Oh, that's... yeah. We literally overlook each other's spawns. And now, because that topic is so sensitive, we will be talking about ISIS. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. I'm just saying funny words. It was a joke. It was a joke. But like an actual joke. We're actually not going to talk about that. We've reached our limit today for edgy, offhanded comments. We're edgy, offhanded comments with very real consequences. We've reached the limit. Gotta wait for my ration tomorrow. I once did quite the advance, so There were a couple streams after that that were really boring.
Compris, en avant.
Attention to the map.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Physically.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
On est touché.
I had a good lunch. That's it. I'm more lively. More lively. That's it. That's really the only thing that's different. Why am I clicking?
Le canon est prêt à faire feu.
I knew one would come by. Because I got a mysterious follow earlier. That kind of seems to be the harbinger. Oh, I'm out of shells.
On est touché.
Like, I literally don't have any. Yeah, there's not really much I can do about that. Oh, I could have used my 20mm on him because of his angle. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, it's friendly. Oh, did he? Well, that's good. It means Twitch is trying to get better at it. Because I think what ends up happening, actually, is they try their best to build a network of accounts. Oof. Like, so that if the person actually, like, advertising gets banned, they still have the connection to that account. But, like, they get banned so fast at this point. I remember there was a time when most of the accounts that I was seeing that were advertising, like, art or other crap, most of them were from, like, 2019-ish, like, not too long ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. Most of the accounts were from, like, 2018 and 2019 that were doing it. But now they're almost always created within the last, like, couple weeks. So they are out of accounts. So, and that's a big deal. They're literally out of old accounts that have good reputation.
Attention to the map.
What's... I'm kidding, CIA. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Mr. Patel. There's that one meme about the... It's a clip of Norm Macdonald. A clip of Norm Macdonald talking about, like, assassination attempts. Norm Macdonald was freaking funny. It's a shame he's dead. A real shame. Not like a oh boo hoo, he's dead. No, it's actually sad that he's dead. He was very funny. Like when Sam Hyde dies of diabetes. I really haven't looked at it. It's orange.
À vos véhicules! Préparez-vous. Pilote prêt.
I feel like orange doesn't get enough credit as a color. Thoughts? Like, there are plenty of people other than freaking Donald Trump with horrible spray tans, okay?
Attention to the map.
At least he's toned it down. At least he's toned it down. He's not nearly as orange as he was in 2016.
Attention to the map!
I don't know what to say to that. Man, I don't care if you say it. I don't care if you say it. Twitch cares if you say it. Like, I'm not gonna ban you. I'll just condemn you. I do have to condemn you legally.
Incendie! Transmission touchée! Dégâts!
You're condemned. How does it feel?
Attention to the designated grid zone! Sabot chargé! On est touché!
You are hereby admonished.
Cible neutralisée!
That's the most I'll do to you, though, personally. That's like always been that way.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Enemy forces have captured the zone!
Thank you. Recon reports enemy spotted.
The freaking antenna on that guy. Look at the antenna on that guy. It's huge.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Cible détruite!
Sniper, he wasn't that far away. You could see that thing from space.
090, 2,000 meters!
Thank you.
Attention to the map!
I'm sure it's a pretty good radar, but still.
Gramercy!
I don't know where they are.
We've captured most of the strategic zones.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Where am I? There I am.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
That's kind of garbage. It's kind of garbage for how huge it is. Well, it's still earlier. It's a Orlican system, so it's still not bad. But like, I mean the tracking. When I say a radar is good or bad, that's usually what I'm talking about. not the actual range. Because like the radar on the AMX-30 DCA, it doesn't sway at all. Oh, it's unreliable. Yikes. It's just big. It's got size, and that's it. To intimidate all the other radars.
Le canon est prêt à faire feu. Mécanisme de rotation de la tourelle
Yikes.
réparé. Compris, en avant. Cible détruite.
Back up into the forest.
On est touché.
No. I think we won. Just a theory I have. On the F-16C, I'll look and see, because I actually have an F-16C. I'll look after this match. For ground attack? Yeah, I'll look and see. Which F-16C is it? Oh, Ace Combat. Well, it's not that far off. What do you want? Are you looking for ground attack or air combat? I don't actually know anything about Ace Combat. Oh, so he's just the one at the top. So what do I have? Well, that's an F-16A. Review. Secondary weapon. GBUs of these. Oh, this has JDAMs. Didn't know that. Can you customize the loadout? It's like chances are you're going to encounter some ground-based AA. No, you cannot. Then I would say the air-to-air missiles. Oh, it's attacking a military outpost? Then do the... do the AGMs. The SASMs.
GPUs. That was not a conversation on either side. It was fun though. Very talking. That is weird. That is weird. I've got like 60k left to go for the santal. Alrighty. Get that, and then it's a PHE. I can actually pen things. I can play this thing the way you're supposed to play it. Nice.
À vos véhicules! Préparez-vous. Pilote prêt.
Why would you, Duck?
Tireur prêt. Chargeur prêt. On est touché.
Did he die? No.
Sol à 9 heures. Distance à 1400.
What?
Chargeur inconscient, je répète.
Oh, he died.
On est touché. Charles à 9 heures. Campé
Damn.
à 1500.
Oh, they're not actual websites. That's hilarious. Actually, is it a real website? I'm clicking it. I shouldn't have clicked that. It actually doesn't go anywhere. It literally doesn't go anywhere. I'm a certified TAM hater. It must be like a Twitch integration thing. Where it's like it sees www.com and just assumes, ah, that's a website. So it takes you to a page that sends you there, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Attention to the map.
It's very fun. Very fun. I'm tired.
Allied forces have captured the zone.
I don't know why I'm tired.
On est touché.
the elevation mechanism, please. I can't get it. I'm not gonna get it after that match.
À la bataille! Préparez-vous! Pilote prêt! Tireur prêt! Chargeur paré!
Let's get a.
Allied forces have captured the zone!
I'm gonna go to B.
Another zone captured, we have the advantage. Cible neutralisée! Enemy forces have captured a zone. Cerveau chargé. On est touché.
Amazing.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Where the frick am I? I'm just driving around.
Marche arrière.
Grab him. Grab him. Grab him. Kill him. Please. There he is. That guy.
090, 1,000 meters.
I should not be shooting yet. If I did a little. Actually, I believe he's out of range. Entirely.
Well, he's at what? 14 kilometers? No, 10. Okay, so that's what 10 is on that little graph. 14, I probably can't lock on at all.
Santal could already be shooting at him. Just saying.
The enemy's getting closer to victory. On est touché!
I don't know where I'm going. Maybe I will go straight. Maybe I will go right. Who knows? We're going right.
It feels right.
Across the river.
It's not looking too hot. Okay, both of them died. And so when I am not crippled anymore, I can go up there.
Préparez-vous à démarrer le moteur.
Allied
Right.
forces have captured a zone.
I still can. No.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Let big light Panzer. I could go C.
Captured a zone. Allied forces have captured a zone.
Cible
Two
détruite.
UDs.
À 1 heure. À bout portant. Sabot chargé.
Two of
Cible
them.
neutralisée.
Luckily, the second one sucked.
Sabot chargé.
Attention to the map.
Cible touchée.
Back full system. We got him.
Sabot chargé.
Dang it.
Tire. Cible neutralisée. On est touché.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Cible endommagée. Cible neutralisée.
Imagine how much easier it would have been if I had any shells with velocity. Well, maybe not easier, but faster. Acceptable. Ow.
Incendie.
Pam. Pam was what actually got the kill there.
Keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Up to the MX3. I'll probably get at least one here.
Cible endommagée. On est touché. Je répète, on est touché. Tire.
What the frick? That's part of it too, obviously. It's like they're literally spawn camping us, and we're still gonna win. They're not actually going to take points, they're just spawn camping. Hilarious.
On est touché.
Because eventually the bodies will pile up. and they will not be able to hit people that are just spawning.
Attention to
Which
the
is
designated
terrible
grid square.
practice. But not every fight can be intellectual. Sometimes it's just who has more bodies guarding their position.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Attention to the map. Little more effort and victory will be yours. Allied forces have captured a zone.
Do I? Do I? Don't I? I do. I do.
The enemy controls most of the strategic zones.
No, that's how it is.
To the designated grid zone.
It's like, I agree.
Cible détruite.
It happens with other stuff too, like other phrases. But none come to mind just because they're that common.
Attention to the map. Attention to the designated grid square.
Language is crazy.
On est touché.
That was not a living Tam. I did not need to panic.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
It's literally just me.
Attention to the designated
And like one other person.
Most of the zones are
Two
taken
other
by the
people.
enemy.
But going down to sea is bad. I will just die.
Cible détruite.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should have won that. take the anti-ship missiles. It'll be funny. Well, that's pretty cool too, but anti-ship missiles are funny. We are going to be getting anti-ship missiles soon. Me too, bud. Me too. Yeah. So maybe anti-ship missiles can save naval without, like, submarines. Maybe. 59K to go. Maybe I should try and play Marvel Rivals on stream. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. Get with the trends. Get funny haha people in here. Maybe that would be good. Just to, like, expose people to my sense of humor.
Au combat. On se prépare. Pilote prêt. Tireur prêt. Chargeur paré.
Maybe that would be good. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah.
Cible endommagée.
I've heard that that's the thing
À 11 heures. Proche.
with
Touché. Touché.
Ace Combat. That's the meme.
Forces have captured a zone.
Charles, à 8 heures. Portée à 300 mètres.
Sabot chargé. Sabot chargé.
On est touché.
On est touché.
Dégâts.
Got lucky.
Endommagé. Cible neutralisée. Cible détruite.
Let's get A. And then, like, go back around to our spawn and then go to, like, B.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
On est touché.
Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. There's this video, or audio more, is a more apt description of it, of a fighter pilot that accidentally but what I was saying is there's a clip from the Iraq War of this, I think it's an F-15 pilot. He does a funny haha friendly fire, but what makes it so unsettling,
On est touché.
for me at least, is like he starts vomiting, which is like fine, but he was gonna do that to somebody else and he was perfectly fine with that. And to me, Ace Combat perfectly encapsulates that problem in Modern Warfare. It's like, oh, you're absolutely gonna freaking liquefy that enemy, and that's fine. But you do it to someone on your arbitrary team, and all of a sudden you're upset about it. Yeah. And it's only a problem in, like, the modern world when there's not really any reason to be fighting. There's not really any reason to be fighting, like in Iraq or wherever the frick the current war is. That only becomes a problem when the war is pointless. Because otherwise you can chalk it up to, well, that's just how war is. Yeah. In a justified, like a properly justified conflict, That's simply the way it is. That's simply what war is. But when the war is pointless. Exactly. When the war is pointless. It's like, come on. Come on, guys. Like, you know why it feels terrible. You're just not willing to admit it. You're not willing to admit that your own morality is so faulty that you're here doing the bidding of people that this entire thing is irrelevant to. And in that one audio clip that is perfectly exemplified, it's pretty hard to listen to, but
On est touché. Dégâts.
it just points out how meaningless it all is in the modern age. Like, you get liquefied by a freaking... Or you get your brain scrambled from a drone you can't even see. By someone that doesn't even know why they're doing what they're doing. That's modern warfare. And it's unsettling to think about.
À 10 heures.
Damn it.
À 400. On est touché.
The light forces have captured a zone.
The only reason they're doing it is because that's what they were told to do. That's it. Literally no other reason. It's like, so freaking gas can be cheaper by 50 cents. For like a year. Okay, and then people ponder like, well, why do you hate your country? Like, why do you hate your country? If you're not a communist, I'm not a communist. So why do you hate your country? It's all so pointless. Like, every move has no meaning. Other than, like, stock prices. Literally nothing has any point beyond freaking stock prices. And freaking... What freaking... I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. We already used our edge point this stream. But like, it's also a certain type of person in a certain type of position can, I don't know, get their rocks off or something. And it's abysmal. It's abysmal. Like, even the freaking fall of Damascus. It was rumored that there were American A-10s in the area. But I digress. It's so terminal. It's so terminal. It's like the best word I could use to describe it. And it's designed to be terminal.
And I don't have a problem with killing. I really don't. Like, I have a problem with killing for no reason. That's my problem. Because the killing is not the point.
À vos véhicules! On se prépare!
And maybe that's just what I find so disgusting about it.
Chargeur prêt!
It is, I suppose, perhaps the ultimate self-service. Not even for the people in the US. For the people in the government of the US.
À 500!
Cible endommagée!
This isn't like,
Cible détruite!
oh, my poor Arabs.
Sabot chargé!
No, I don't like my money being wasted.
Cible détruite!
I dislike it for the same reason that the people in power like it.
Repairing.
Which is kind of hilarious, frankly. It's kind of hilarious. Like my own little dichotomy. It's like I will nurture it and cuddle it and keep it as my very own. And I know that, like, the whole thing was, like, almost every generation since, like, the 30s. The 1930s, that is. Gotta start making that clarification soon, isn't that crazy? Like, every generation has had its war. Absolutely pointless things to waste lives. And you could argue, like, it's like, oh, well, Korean War was freaking protect U.S. interests in Japan. I was like, okay, that makes some sense. That makes some sense. Then it's like, well, we'd do the same thing in Vietnam to protect U.S. interests on the freaking Indo-Chinese Peninsula. It's just like kinda okay, kinda. You still see it. We're getting awfully far from major trade partners, though. And then you got the whole sabotage rifles thing. And it's like, that's just for death. That's just manufactured death for no reason. I'm like, oh, well, my Raytheon stock has been stalling. We need another war, guys. Like, and that's all it is. Then you got the Gulf War, the first Gulf War. Then you got freaking Desert Storm. It's like, it's tired. It's very tired. Or you got the first Gulf War, then you got 9/11, War on Terror. It's meaningless. It's meaningless. It's literally just for stock prices. Stock prices and death, which I could also get into, but that's for later. That's for tomorrow.
À vos véhicules! Préparez-vous! Pilote prêt!
Tireur prêt. Chargeur paré.
We already used our edgy comment for today.
Chargez un obus! Hache! Léopard! À 11 heures! Distance! À 800! Hache chargé! Incendie! On est touché! Je répète, on est
Or
touché!
the Ukraine. Okay, and those are my thoughts on modern war. Anything you'd like to add? To perhaps get me to spurg out? Even further.
On est bon!
And one more thing I'd like to add is
Allied forces have captured a zone.
mankind was not meant for that kind of existentialism. Even if you take like PTSD out of it, men are not supposed to experience that.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Not like that, at least. It's like men are not supposed to know when their sense of community has been abused. But men like that pilot or a drone operator, they're not supposed to know that their sense of community has been abused for something so heartless. It's not the word I'm looking for, but it's a placeholder. So simple.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Yeah. Me too. We're back to see how much I gotta cut down. Oh boy, big post. Effort post. Effort post.
Attention to the designated grid square! Attention to the designated grid zone!
Attention to the designated grid square.
Attention to the designated grid square!
Yeah.
But like that's also the whole thing. That's the whole point of modern weapons. Is that you don't see them coming. And if you do, you're dead already. And I tend to stray away from calling such practices evil. Because in reality, it's always existed. Like when freaking Caesar got stabbed, what was it, like 50 times? When he showed up to the Roman Senate that day, it was already over. But he didn't know it yet. It's simply gotten more advanced. So like I don't really care much for the morality of war because there are moral wars and immoral wars. But which ones are considered to be moral and immoral is more interesting to me. Yeah. Yeah. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point. It's I suppose it would be easier to frame it as a man is not meant to not just deny morality like that, because that's not a denial of morality, but to neglect it entirely. It eats you alive. And that's outside of PTSD. Even without PTSD, it's like, oh, you're just depressed. Like, you're just depressed. If you don't have PTSD, you're just depressed. There's nothing else in there. In, like, the field of medicine. It's just like one or the other. Sometimes both. Sometimes both, but that doesn't really get to the heart of the issue. But it is depressing. It is depressing. Just the very concepts are depressing. That's kind of it. Which also kind of sucks because like there's not really anything else to look into. There's not really anything else to frame or investigate. Which is why, like I said, I boil it down to an individual's past neglect of morality. Because like even people do evil things. People do evil things and they don't end up getting depressed. Like I said, like the one fighter pilot. It's like if he hit an enemy, he wouldn't feel anything. Not immediately, at least. If he's a decent person, chances are he will end up feeling that neglect. Maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe he died. Maybe he killed himself. Maybe he overdosed. That's life. But for him, he went through it. You could go into that. You could probably go into that. But I don't think it's that complex. But that's also why. It's also one of the reasons that, like, I'm a Christian. Because there must be, like, there's either more to it than that or less to it than that. And there's not really an in between, I don't think. Yeah, because it's freaking depressing. Like, I wasn't going to go into religion. Well, I know napalm sticks, but that's about it. That's about it. That's all we'll say about that. Because then, like, if you get a little bit deeper, then you come across, like, well, I would kill somebody. I could kill somebody. I could. Morally and physically. I would be able to do that. So then it's like, well, that's it. Then you boil it down, and yeah, it is a recognition of the morality of it. And that's what it is. And that's it. It's just the acceptance of the moral implications. And the lack of acceptance is what drives people insane. I don't know. It's a pretty deep topic. It's a pretty deep topic. And it's many, many faceted. Like, man, I hate Hassan Piker. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I would fight him, though. I would fight Hassan Piker. What's really funny is on a mostly unrelated note, that guy gets on my nerves. I wouldn't kill him. I wouldn't kill him because then people couldn't laugh at him as easily. They still would. Because he's ridiculous, but would fighting Hassan Piker be objectively moral. Hard to say. Hard to say.
Équipage en position. On se prépare.
Pilote prêt.
Tireur paré.
I love philosophy. I love it. Like actual philosophy. Actual philosophy, not like freaking do you pull the lever philosophy. Which is like the most basic form of philosophy. It's the ice age of philosophy, if you think about it. So basic and inoffensive, there's no philosophy to it at all, really. Or no complexity. And then you think there are countless people who have lived and died of those very topics. And they never thought about them at all. They never gave any mind to that whole thought.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Like, those people are stupid.
Des 64. À midi. Proche.
Sabot chargé.
I suppose if you really want to think about it, that's what a victim of ignorance looks like. If you want to go into that.
On est touché.
Nice.
Cible détruite. Radiateur endommagé.
Char. Cruiser. Portée à 500.
Cible touchée.
Ah. I should have known he was loaded already. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
Thanks.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
It's like freaking Sparta versus Athena all over again. Or Athens, not Athena. It's literally like the same.
Ah, 260. 200 meters.
I would say that the victims of ignorance
The victory is near.
is discussed can still be people. But what about the people that cannot be victims of that ignorance? They have no fundamental morality. Therefore, can they be people?
Cross most of the strategic zones.
Because even stupid people can get it. They can understand that.
On a perdu une chenille.
So what about the people that can't? What do you do with them? What can you do with them? Well, I think those are the people that you put on the front lines and never give anything important to do. Their only job is to exist. It's like, well, isn't there a morality in that? Well, the answer is no. Nuh-uh. But that's for another time. That is for another time. Oh, well, I'll see you around. Because I'm gonna cut out the stream. Or cut off the stream. So, have a good one. Follow or don't. Every day at or around 1 p.m. PST. Share, host, whatnot, etc. I hope you enjoyed. Well, actually, I got 2 viewers on YouTube. I think both of them might be me, but I'll do one more. I'll do one more for 2 YouTube viewers. Get the camo net. I'll wait a couple seconds for this. I hope he's okay. I hope that guy that fell off his bike, or that guy that got hit by a freaking car on his bike is okay. That's Twitch chat. YouTube chat. That's what's going on over there.
À la bataille!
Tenez-vous prêts.
crazy world out there.
Tireur, prêt. Chargeur paré.
It's a crazy world out there. I'm not gonna get at them. And the viewers are gone. I think it was just me. I'm just gonna head out. Have a good one. Oh, I got it anyway. The one ended. Nice. That's actually pretty good. Camouflage decor layouts. The desert one, the winter one. I want the freaking camouflage pattern to be more pronounced, and it's just not happening. I guess I can't put that on there. It's not gonna do anything. Yeah, I was gonna try and like find a decal and make it a little bit better. I couldn't really find one easily, so have a good one. See you around. Stay safe, mentally and physically. Don't make a left turn from the right bike lane across traffic without signaling. See you around.